the Legend Within show. I'm sure you guys have been used to the Legend Within podcast, but this time around we are doing it. We are coming to you live. This is the face behind the voice you hear at the Legend Within podcast. Now every day I try to bring you the legends, people, outstanding people. We call them outliers. And this guy right here is a legend. He's a pre-25. The content I do is for pre-25s. You know why? Because my big boy mentor told me after 25, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So this is your guy. This is the guy who's supposed to challenge you and ask yourself, what are you doing? After listening to his story, the things he's done at the age he had, how old, bro?
20.
20 years, bro. 20, still got 5 years to be at 25. Imagine how much this guy's gonna do for those 5 years. Now, Clarence Muhoro is the CEO of Investor Club, Tusave Mimi, and many more other finance-related clubs. He's a guy who's passionate about financial freedom, financial knowledge, everything to do with finance and money. This is the guy to follow. Okay, welcome, bro, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You look sharp, man.
You too.
I
You
like
also
your
look nice.
suit. Is this bespoke?
You never know.
By the way, guys, you should also learn about dress code. Most of you 20 years old out there, you're dressing like tattered clothes. No. You should learn something from, great men dress decently. Look at that. Look at the hair.
Thank you.
He's even challenging me, man. Okay, talk to us about your journey of finance. What led you to really be so much into finance?
Thank you so much for being on this wonderful show.
Yeah.
You're a very wonderful friend.
We are glad to have you.
And so I'd like to tell you about my story. And I'm still growing. I'm still not accomplished, but I'm at a level and I keep on going. And so it started, I think my relationship with finance and investment started from a young age because I was born loving math. I was the best in math. And I went to a very wonderful school in primary and I was the best. Out of about 200 students, I was the best in math.
Incredible.
And so my dad was also a finance guy. Came from humble beginnings, but then I saw in him how investment, how he did accounts. So he just did CPA, he didn't even do a degree.
Wow.
And I saw in him through numbers and investment how he was able to grow and give us a good life.
Wow, you guys hear that? Like father, like son.
And so I'd hear him say such things, shares and bonds. And remember when I was in class 7, I went to the motivational club in Gilgil Hills Academy. And I was told, Clarence, what do you want to be? And he said, I want to be a financial analyst.
Wow, at what age now?
That was at, I think, 12. He said, I want to be a financial analyst. I didn't know much, the way you change many times, but then at that time he said, I want to be a financial analyst. And so the journey continued, and after high school, I did high school, then when I joined university, I studied business. IDA, USIU.
Yeah. We met at school, by the way, USIU, yeah.
And I studied business, and I was like, no, something is missing. And so I changed my degree to IR.
Wow, let me stop you right there. So when you joined university, there was a degree you wanted to do, but then you realized later this was not your type. So you changed to your interest, your passion.
Yes.
Wow, incredible.
Just after one semester. So
after one semester.
To IR, and they told my parents, please let me change, and they were very supportive.
And
so after just doing I did only one class in IR. And I knew I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
And I said, okay, now I'm going to move to finance. And I changed it before the semester started. And I was very afraid to tell my parents, but I got the courage and I told them, and they were very happy.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I knew that was you.
That was you in the beginning.
And so when I did finance, I realized, okay, finance was coming
naturally, just flowing,
yes.
Flow.
We didn't have too much term papers, it was the numbers and looking at investment and everything. And now the journey started. I would read, I think we met with you in the library.
Yeah, we did.
Remember, you were very passionate about books. And to make things even better, you showed me you had a YouTube channel,
that's
everything.
Yeah.
And you met through Job.
Yeah, we did. Oh, the guy, I remember that guy.
And so I started reading a lot of books for finance. I wanted to understand this investment. I read and read. And one December, when I was in church, I had a eureka moment. Through a circle that my dad was in, they were getting high returns on the share capital.
Okay.
That's a good thing about being in a circle.
Okay.
And so what happens is, I realized, okay, this circle gives these people 15%. After tax, 13.5%. What if I give my friends the opportunity to save at 8.5% after tax?
To save na mimi.
Yes, to save Mimi na wewe. And I saw, okay, I can make a clean 5% and get my friends to save at a better rates than banks. I'd manage the money and I can get my 5%. And so I remember I told you, the first one I told you was my idea.
You did.
And I was happy I told you because you encouraged me. You were the first to save with me. And from then now, I remember I used to pitch and have contracts. I remember I spent a whole week that December. I got the idea. I spent the whole week that December in the side room of our house.
Trying to think around the idea, finalize.
From contracts,
trying
to PowerPoints, to how will it work, collection.
Let me stop you right there. Guys, at the age of 20, what are you doing? What kind of people are you hanging around with? Are you just afraid of hanging around your father because you feel like he's bored? Let me tell you guys, there is power in hanging around people who've done it. You learn, you help yourself cut the learning curve. Instead of spending a whole lifetime, you spend almost a half or even quarter of the time you're supposed to spend learning. So this is a perfect example. Let's continue, yeah?
And so from then on, in January I rolled it out and started getting people. There are some friends who are very negative about it. You are looking at all the ways it wouldn't work. You see, and they told me, okay, if you lose this money, how do you recover? And I was sure the money was safe. They had a contract. And everything was in place. Every time you save, you get a receipt.
True.
I remind you to save. You get your interest. And so, and I knew my dad had promised me that in case of anything,
he'd back you up.
Yes, he'd back me. So I was very confident.
Wow.
And after 4 months, I had raised about 100,000.
Oof.
After 4
20
months.
years old, guys.
At that time, I think I was about to turn 18.
Oh,
at that time,
it's even 18 now.
Yes, and so I realized, okay, now I have this money, and I was shocked by it, and I was like, okay.
100,000.
Yes, and I still have to pay people interest, and I don't know where this interest will come from. But then you see, when you put yourself in that position, you're forced to think.
You're forced to
think.
And
so for me, what I did is I said, okay, Clarence, just pause on this collection, go learn much more and more about investment and finance.
Let me stop you right there. Guys, go learn more about investment and finance. You just said that.
Yes.
Anytime you're doing something and you feel stuck or you don't know what step to take next, seek after knowledge. Invest in your mind. That is what he did at the age of 18. And as you can hear, 100,000. Some of you have never even laid their hands on 20,000. This is incredible, guys. You want to be like him? Do exactly as he says.
Yes, and so we did a challenge, an NSC challenge for investment in shares.
Yeah.
And I learned, it was only for 3 months, but then we were with a group of friends. It's called the Power of the Mastermind now.
Power of Mastermind. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yes.
Guys, you can hear, he's quoting books. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. What books are you reading this week? Or for the last 5 years, how many books have you read? Most of you don't even read. Let me tell you guys, you want to be outstanding outlier, you have to be willing to do something that most of the people out there are not doing. I talk about books every now and then. People look at me and be like, I don't read. And the funny thing is, when you walk to these people in campus and you be like, bro, what book are you reading? They'll be so proud. Bro, I never even step into the library. That is the first step you take into living a life of mediocrity. You have to stand out and read books like my brother here, and I do, and you'll be like, you know, at the top, man. Yeah, let's continue, man.
Thank you. So, and we did a challenge, and I learned a bit. And then after some time, now I just kept on with the saving, and people kept saving with me, and I said, and now I kept on people saving with me, but then I wasn't looking for more money because I was handling what I could at the time. You have
something, yeah.
Yes, I was working with the limits.
Limits. So you have to take something you handle, right?
Yes, I was working my limits, so I could have pushed harder, but then that time I wasn't secure.
Speaking of that, my big one mentor told me some time ago that never have big dreams. You know, some people focus on big picture dreams, right? They focus on biting a huge chunk of things, and that is why, by the way, you get discouraged, because you can't figure out how you get yourself to the top. So whatever you do, take small steps. do manage what you can at that particular time of growth where you at, like you did.
Yes, and so I didn't want to put it in the circle because for the circle you couldn't withdraw most of it.
Okay.
And my friends, those who stayed with me, about 70 guys, I promised them whenever you want your money you can withdraw. Remember you also withdrew.
I did.
And withdrew with interest.
And I did after
at
many months.
Any time.
Around 6-8 months, right?
Yes. At any time you withdrew.
Anytime.
Yes, and so I thought, okay, how am I going to pay this interest? It's already now October and December is coming and I have to pay my interest in December. And so what happened is opportunity came. There's a friend of my dad who was doing a tender and he needed some money.
Okay.
And he was promising 30% return in 2 months.
Guys, this is the next big thing, I'm telling you for sure. Guys who are doing finance, watch out for this guy.
And so from the 100K, I gave the person 70K. And in 2 months, it came with 21K. That is 30% of 70K. And the interest, it covered the interest, and now I had more. And you see now, I realized, okay, Clarence, you're helping this guy save, but now you also have capital. This is capital you're working with.
This is capital now. When
that happened, I stopped the fears of not having interest.
Okay.
I said, okay, Clarence, now you can multiply this money. And so
let's go forward.
We would, together with my friend, we would now try some businesses. Remember, I used to sell happy socks. And also buy shares, some more shares.
Okay.
Remember, I bought my first shares in 2018, December. And we bought it with some friends. And at that time, I even had some coins. You see, they use stock coins.
Like the way you save small coins.
I took those coins to the investment bank. And I bought 100 Centum shares with coins.
Okay, let me stop you right there.
And my brother too had the same coins. He topped them up and we bought together 200 Centum shares with coins. Additionally to the Safaricom shares we bought now with our savings, with our friends.
That is incredible, guys. At the age of 18, already thinking about the future, already doing the big things. Guys, what do you do when you get your 100 bob? What do you do when you get your 500 bob? Go party after party, invest in some drip? No. This is the guy to find, guys. This is the guy to look for. Let him give you the advice you need to multiply that 500 to be 1,000 and more. Continue, bro.
And so I remember after that, now the year ended, I told people your interest is here, you have it, anytime you want to withdraw, you can withdraw. As always transparent, always, anytime you want to withdraw, even if it's now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
and so I knew I was secure. And now I said, now thinking bigger, I would now go from this business to this business. Had shares were still growing at the time. Bought Safaricom at 22.
Wow.
That time they went to 33. Now they are at 39 and they still gave us dividends. Jeez. And so I really wanted to do a lot of big things. That December because I read a very amazing book called Money. Master the Game, and you can get over 100 ideas.
Money by Anthony Robbins.
Yes. And you can get so many ideas. But then I wanted to invest now to start like an investment company.
Okay.
For now to invest for people. This one was for saving, now to invest. But then I said, okay, let me take a pause. And that December I had another eureka moment.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, I want to meet with other guys and to learn from them, from finance guys. And so we would...
Legends, people who are doing better than you.
Not even people who are better, people in school. And we would analyze companies together, finance students. They saw, diplomats have their own club idea.
That's very true.
And I remember we used to go also.
And
also the public speaking club.
I was, yeah.
And they said, why not connect the finance guys
together?
And you can exchange ideas, you can value companies.
Absolutely.
Look at companies and everything. And so
it
was around November, yes. Just to learn from each other and also to grow together. You see?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I got the idea sitting at our study room, and that day I had one class. I went to school immediately, and I went to the student council and told them I want to start a club called the Investors Club, and I want to start it in January, and it was in November.
Going forward to one
late November, immediately. And so the guy, he's a very great friend of mine. He told me everything. You have to have a constitution, you have to have a team, you have to have what and what and what and what. And we got all those things in a week.
You did not slack, you just decided this is my thing.
The best finance professor as our patron. I got some of my closest friends who are good in finance.
Wow.
I got a lady who's very good at organizing
everything.
And yes. And I went now to now to get the club signed.
So
the guy was like, hey, wait, this is too fast. Because you go fast next year, start your club, and then what will happen is we will, if you do well, we will now make it a club.
Make it official.
And so that's how the next year, now early 2020 now, this USIU Investors Club came about.
This is the founder of USIU Investor Club. For those of you who don't know, USIU stands for United States International University Africa. This is the founder of the Finance Club.
Yes.
20 years old.
And so my plan originally was to connect with finance guys, but then I realized, okay, what we know as finance guys compared to other guys who do other courses, they don't know much. I remember I told my friend I had some Safaricom shares. And he was like, what?
What are you talking about, bro? You're crazy.
I was like, if you only knew that you need a minimum of 3,000 to buy Safaricom shares. So, and I realized there was a very big gap. And so we changed our mission to make a difference through increasing financial literacy.
Okay.
And we started with twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we had those meetings in a room called B1, the business center in school.
Okay.
And the club grew. Wow. And that was before Corona, March.
Before,
yes. And the club was growing. We had amazing debates, we had inter-club debates. And the club was growing at such a great rate that when a company, I don't remember the name, but they are sort of in the bundle area, they wanted us, through an event we were supposed to host, to sponsor us so that we can help them market.
Incredible.
And they were going to give us funds and give 1 or 2 people in the club an internship. So we were looking for opportunities for people because so through this we would get so many opportunities. We would network, we would improve people's lives. And in return, when you have many guys who are learning from you, you can tell them maybe a course or a product.
Absolutely.
Or you can tell them, for me, I can tell them, come stay with me.
Exactly.
Or in the future, come invest with me, you know about me.
Absolutely.
So we were looking at the big picture. Corona happened, but we still didn't.
You didn't collapse, you still keep going.
We had now online Zoom meetings, many mistakes we made, we had very many guests, we had professors.
Wow.
We joined with Sakmo Business Club and hosted guys like Pius Mashiri from the Book Capital.
You had that, guys?
We did so many, Ojib Gashara from KC Bellam's then.
Big names, guys, big names, yeah.
And we did so much. We talked about shares, we talked about what are the businesses that are growing, and people would get ideas.
Wow.
And that ended around May, June, I realized, okay, that by then I'd read so many investment books. I'd had so much experience in the shares market from 2018 and now it's 2020. And I'm like, okay, you have some value. And I decided, why don't I start an investment in shares class
to teach other people,
how to invest. Everything I've learned, from the challenges, from reading a finance education, make it as cheap as possible to cover my expenses because of ads and Zoom and everything, and also give me some extra income. So but I wanted the youth to really benefit at a very low price.
Wow.
And so in May now I started the investment in shares masterclasses.
Investment in shares masterclass.
Yes, or classes.
Classes. Plenty of them.
Who told you you're a master?
Bro, let me tell you something. People don't understand, but what you know, never underestimate what you know. The one skill you have, you're good at, you can sell the world that. And it's never about the age or the look or anything. It's always about what you have in your head.
Yes. That's very true. And so what I did is, for me, entering things, I wasn't very sure how guys would perceive it, maybe because I was charging only 500. And I was teaching them everything I've learned. And so, what I did is, I said it was fully refundable, the course. And guys would come for the class, and it's fully refundable. If you don't like it, you are fully refunded, and no one asked for a refund.
Wow. Okay.
No one asked for a refund, and they were very amazing reviews because I was teaching him everything I've learned, everything from the terms to the market, to understanding how to open a legitimate investment account with an investment bank or investment broker. And it eventually grew, and I was still doing my degree. People are still saving with me, still doing 1 or 2 businesses, and the shares class was growing and growing, and it went to 1,000 because I increased them. More content and more illustrations.
Wow.
and it is now, I keep on improving it, and now we are now a team of 3, and we just keep on improving it
step by step.
Yeah, with the goal of start buying their own shares, and understanding investment, finances, strategies, and everything. Yes, and so that's been my story so far, and I keep on rewriting it. I keep on looking for ways. I think now that I'm finishing with my degree, I really want now to go to the next level and do bigger and better. We aim that I'd want to say that for the I'd want to really big you up, because I remember you saved with me, you had trust in me.
Absolutely.
You really pumped me up, and you helped me get guys like Lydia, you remember?
Yeah, I remember the team of guys, the first guys.
Yeah, the first guys. I remember you telling them the concept and everything. And now, and the way you've written books, I remember you, is it The Legend Within?
Yeah, the
That was my favorite book. I remember I bought it soft copy and I just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you've written another book for 50 lessons.
50 insights I wish they had taught me in school.
In school.
Yeah.
I remember you always post on your status, you have videos, you've gone for many interviews on television. Yeah. I really want to appreciate you.
Incredible. Now guys, this is an amazing story, and I promise you this is not the last time this guy is going to be on this show. I'm telling you, we're going to be having him almost always to teach you guys about finance. Now, as a wrap-up remark, what would you like to tell these guys about, in just a simple words, like a quote or something, what would you like to tell the pre-25s who are doing nothing with their life, not stepping up for their goals?
What I'd want to tell you guys is that, I know you're trying, but what I'd like to say is, keep trying. I'd like to say that when you're young, it's the right time to start thinking about the future. Think about investment, think about saving, think about a good plan. Because 28,000, if someone bought Safaricom when it was first traded in 2008 at 5 shillings, and they bought 1 million shares like Kibaki, that's 5 million.
Compounding effect.
Today, at 39, they'd have 39 million.
Wow.
And that is without dividends and without compounding. If they added their dividends, they'd have about maybe 50 million.
Incredible.
From 5 million to 50 million. And if you compound it, maybe they'd be at 60 million.
Oh, guys, this is a challenge.
And that is to show how important it is to invest, even if it's small. Start small, build up, compound. I'd say learn more, increase your financial literacy. I love books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, read it. Read a chapter called Inventing Money, to see how money is not real, but it is a product of value and exchanging and everything. And I'd like to tell you, like, to keep trying, try your best, keep learning and keep growing. And after all of it, be happy.
Yeah. Guys, where can they get you on social media?
My number is WhatsApp 0756 490 192. You can DM me on Instagram at Clarence_Muhoro, or now our investment classes, we have a page where we teach people more. It's called the Young Investors Space. Young Investors Space. Yes. Everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, and? Instagram and WhatsApp. Instagram and WhatsApp. Facebook. Guys, follow me at Joseph Moore Official. I promise you we'll be giving you and bringing you the best pre-25s who are going to change and revolutionize your life. Till next time, talk to you soon.